Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks.
Move the team.
53, Mike. Man out.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Watch the curve.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Jets are going to take over at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on, Shaq. 54, Mike. Go. Push him back. Push him back. Watch the safety creep. Mike 54. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Go. Safety's creeping. Tighten up.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 82 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be taken very short. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson back into his end zone. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Seven ending. 54. Right. 50. Jim.
Now a first down carry by Bell. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Watch the pass. Mike's 54. Hey.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Watch the pass.
They'll go for it with Bell. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Le'Veon Bell stopped short of the line to gain. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Alert. Let's go. Alert. Check right. Switch it. Hey, easy. Check.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's set it tone. Watch the shit.
This is Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
But it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The pistol, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming over. I'm coming after you. Go.
Throwing is Jackson. That one caught by Gibson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back to you.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, Wilson dancing to his left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Hey, we got Mike, number 3. Hey, 0. Ricky. Check. 53, Mike.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I got you.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run it with Carson, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
I'm here all day.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch 54. It's out of time. It's edge. Check.
Jackson now to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
54. Coming to you. Coming to you. Check. Go.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson now. Safarian Jenkins has it. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Here's Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
A gain of 12. First down, Jets.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 13, check 13.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Mark 56. Mark 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Jackson. Caught here by Bell. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
First down.
Here we go, here we go. Let's get it. Hey, hurry. Let's get off the field. It's a 6. Pull it. Pass. Mark 54's mark. Hey, Mark 54.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Anderson out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now Bell looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal on the Seahawks 9-yard line.
They'll try again with Bell. That's a strong running. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. from the gun. Jackson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Braxton Miller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Going for Metcalf on the and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, it's caught. It's Miller. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
This quarterback now, just 1 misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's 1st down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go, D.
Jackson from the shotgun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Ezekiel Ansah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Jackson. That one complete to Anderson. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. In your face.
Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Bring it.
Now Jackson on first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike spot 4. Time to go, night, night. Right there, 54, right there, right there, 54.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Jets on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
On the ready. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Get it on. Yes.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Eluding the pressure right. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Got his man. It's Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
They're not ready. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. That's complete. It's Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the I. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This will be taken short, and he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
At their own 2-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got vegetables. Half the errands seen a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope.